What is going on, everybody? This is Rawstarr of the Burbank Misfits, and you're listening to The Misfit Fact. As always, I am currently joined with my wonderful co-host, CW.
I am here.
And today we have a pleasure. We have someone who I've wanted to have on for a while now. He's with Silverback Correct Agency, and like he's still newer to the agency, to the industry than some of our most recent guests, but he's out here making his rounds, doing what he has to do. We have Big Trey. What's going on, sir?
What's happening? What it do?
So for the people out there who don't know who you are, please introduce yourself to people out here.
Well, my stage name is Big Trey. I ain't gonna give you all the government right now. You know,
we don't want the government.
I don't even like.
Yeah, you don't want to be doxxed.
I don't even like my government, so I understand that. So go
ahead. You know what I'm saying? But my nickname, my stage name is kind of almost my government because I'm a third. I'm named after my father and my grandfather, so that's where the Trey comes from. So it's actually kind of my name. I didn't want to get corny shit, you know what I'm saying, come with some crazy ass porno name, or you know what I'm saying, or you know how some people, it's like 30 people with the same name. So
Long McDickens.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I wanted to keep it real a little bit, and you know, kind of go with my real name, so I went with my nickname.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. I know, another thing when I first started doing stuff in the industry, like people used it for that one day, and then they heard my nickname was Rawstarr since I was in middle school, and they just ignored that name. It was just like we don't want to use I use Mr. the letter X, the letter T, and the letter C, ecstasy, and like. So I'm like, okay, Mr. Ecstasy works. I can just use that when I'm doing stuff porn related. And I've been using Rawstarr since I was 13. So it's like, hey, but everybody just saying, you know, we're not gonna call you Mr. Ecstasy. We're gonna call you Rawstarr. And I'm like,
hey, that's dope.
Just as long as it's not my real name, and people still say
hell yeah. But yeah, I came out of the fitness industry, and I know Mr. C-Dub over there is in the fitness industry as well too. Right?
Oh yeah. I was gonna ask you about that. I saw you post some pictures. I was like, oh
yeah. Before the porn industry, man, I've done 18 years of personal training, bodybuilding, fitness modeling, all of that shit to come under that umbrella. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I guess you can say this sort of my retirement job is porn.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I worked everybody out for years, and
now
here I am, just slinging it around.
Now I'm gonna show off my work on a
regular
basis.
It was like I didn't have to be as big anymore. You know how in bodybuilding you gotta be super freakishly huge. So I was like, cool, I can do this job. I ain't got to be that big no more. I can still be a little big, you know, big enough to scare dudes from my daughter, but that's all I need. That's all I need.
Yeah. People are like, oh, man, you so swole, man. You're like, you don't even know.
All the time, man. And like, I show up for a scene and somebody be like, dude, you really are big. And I'm like, nah, I used to be big. Like, the whole bodybuilding me. They be like, but dude, you're still huge. Like, nah.
I mean, you are like, you know, I gotta stay a little small.
I'm like around 240 now, but I used to be like 290, 300 when I was bodybuilding.
Shit.
Yeah, so that's still a big difference. That's like a 60-pound difference.
I just know not to piss you off.
So Big Trey, how did you start in the adult industry from moving from the fitness and personal training industry?
It was crazy because the plan wasn't to actually leave the fitness industry at first. It was to move out west and continue the fitness training and continue pushing my brand because I felt like I had did enough that I could do out there on the East Coast. So it was time to move out west to where the bodybuilding mecca is and all of that. And that was the goal at first. And then something happened one day where I was standing in my damn living room window and I just happened to look out my apartment window. And I said to my roommate, I said, yo, ain't this the dude that always wear the Timbs and all the pornos? And y'all know I'm talking about Prince Joshua. And he was like, he our neighbor. I see him at the gas station all the time. And I'm like, word? So long story short, I think I was in the apartment gym like a couple of days later, Prince and his wife, the Queen, come walking in, and we just gave each other kind of head nod. But I was the only person in the gym, so when there's not that many people in the gym, you can get that conversation going real easy. Mm-hmm. So at first, I act like I didn't know who he was, and then through the conversation, I was like, I've been watching you since I was young, And then from there, he went into, well, you a pretty fit dude, man, and you ain't an ugly cat. You ever thought about being in the industry? And I was like, man, every man have thought about that, dog. But I didn't think that shit would happen. And he was like, think about it. And he gave me his number. He said, hit me up. So I told my little brother about it. I knew my little brother was going to be like, do it. You a single dad, do it. So then I called mama up, right? This one threw me off when I called my baby mama up. Baby mama said, baby daddy, go get that bag. I said, okay. But one thing she said that stuck with me, she said, it wasn't like I got recruited in by just some ordinary dude that just started doing porn or something like that. I got recruited in by a legend. So I was like, okay, that does make sense. Maybe I should give it a try. And so I gave it a try, man. And from the first scene, I loved it. And I was like, all right, I'm going to retire from fitness.
I mean, like, from what I've seen, they sometimes some people just do both, you know? They just do the fitness and then say, okay.
I still do a little bit of fitness too, just not as much as like you won't catch me in the gym doing one-on-one sessions. Other than working out with my girlfriend September or one of my roommates or something like that. I still make diets for people and shit like that, or somebody want me, some online training. But
that's all he's been doing right now.
Yeah, you can't really make your time, the money, the amount of money and the time becomes like, that's not actually worth my time.
Yeah.
So I always thought you were from the Midwest because you just said from the East Coast.
Yeah, I'm born and raised in Detroit, but I lived in Charlotte before I moved out west. Okay. Yeah, I was in Charlotte for like 12 years. Yeah.
We're from the Midwest, so that's why we always just...
Oh, yeah. Detroit is number one. That's birthplace, born and raised.
I'm from Indiana.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're from Indiana.
Fort Wayne.
Okay.
Yeah, Fort Wayne, and I'm originally from Gary.
I was just about to say he's one there from Gary.
Yeah, I'm originally from Gary.
Yeah, he's from the G. I don't mess with
him. Yeah, most brothers I know from Indiana are usually from Gary.
That's the crazy thing. People are like, I know somebody from Gary, and I'm like, shit, they're everywhere.
Gary get the street credibility.
Yeah. I'm from Gary.
Like straight up, like if you say, I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana, they just be like, oh, okay. You be like, I'm from Gary. They be like, oh shit, you from Gary? That's what's up. Damn.
Scary Gary. I'm like,
they always like did you grow up around corn? I'm like, I didn't see a cornfield.
A little bit.
We didn't see much corn in Detroit.
I didn't see corn until I went to college. So a cornfield until I went to college. So it's like driving down to Bloomington because I went to IU. So it's like,
okay.
I don't. Fort Wayne is a city, and I lived in the hood. So
people don't know, man. They don't do their history. Yeah. People don't do that. They don't learn their own country. How many people?
Especially out here West Coast, they don't even know how to
state capitals.
Not too many.
America, you think it actually named 5 state capitals? People don't even know in their own country they live in.
I'm thinking.
I know people. They'll be like, "Oh, Indiana, that's right next to Kansas, right? Or like next to Nebraska." I'm like, "No, that's in the middle, right?" I'm like, "It's the Midwest, but it's between Ohio and Illinois," and I'm like, "Oh, they don't know where it is."
Hey, here's a killer. I went to college in Georgia. I played football in Middle Georgia, and so I used to go to Atlanta a lot. Atlanta's almost like a second and third home. Do you know there's people in Atlanta that don't even know Atlanta is the state capital of Georgia?
Wow.
How you living in the state capital and don't even know it's the state capital? Like, come on, man. Yeah, we got to do better, people. We got to do better.
Yeah, that's true.
People are
just, absent-minded and they don't know nothing.
No,
but then again, some of the state capitals are just really random. Like the capital of New York, you would think it's New York City and not Albany,
Yeah.
So it's just
but didn't you take social studies in middle school?
Facts.
No, I learned about.
It was like I don't know every states, but I at least know more than 5.
I know I can probably name at least 12. I was able to count. I probably can name at least 12.
That's really good. That's dope. I don't know if I can go 12 off top. If I sit and think about it, I probably can.
So I was thinking about it when you were talking. That's why I said that to start counting.
I'm probably Googling it.
No. No, I was just sitting there counting. I'm like, okay, Illinois, Albany. Okay, no,
Lansing, Michigan,
Springfield,
Atlanta, Georgia, Albany, New York, Tallahassee, Florida. Austin, Texas. Oh shit, I might know some. Sacramento, California. Okay, I'm going. I guess I knew more than 5.
Well, the only reason I know a few isn't because of stuff I learned in school. I blame this little show called oh my god, what's the show? It was Dot, Wacko, and Yakko. Animaniacs, yeah.
Sesame Street.
There's an Animaniacs song where they go through all the capitals.
Oh yeah.
And so that's why I remember all the Dago capitals.
Yeah, they did have a lot of singing on that show. Hell yeah.
So
I thought he was about to go even older cartoon than that. I thought he was gonna say damn, I forgot the name of it. He used to have a little train. Huh? Yeah, hell yeah, that's what I thought she was gonna do.
Schoolhouse Rock.
No, like the only thing I remember from Schoolhouse Rock is about being a bill. I'm just a bill.
That bill song.
So that's the main one that sticks in my brain of all those.
Yeah.
All right. So Trey, since now that you're in the industry, what are your long-term plans?
Oh shit, I got both of them already set up, man. Long-term and short-term goals, man. I don't play when it comes to goals. You know how it is in the fitness industry, man. Them goals got to be written down. So I already came in the industry with those goals written down from day one. I handed those to Prince Joshua from day one. I said, look, short-term goal is to bust my ass in this industry, get nominated for a couple of awards, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And just be the best performer I can be as far as short-term goal. Long-term goal is a couple of years down the line, I want my name going across the screen like Jules Jordan and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I want it to be where I don't even have to be on set anymore. I don't have to be a performer anymore. I can be in Hawaii on the beach with my daughter and just make a phone call and say, hey, who on my set today? Oh, okay, that's what's up. All right, me and my daughter about to go hit the jet skis. I just had that quick question. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So the long-term goal is to Jay-Z the fucking industry.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you want to? Have you had a chance to sit in the director's shop?
Oh yeah, I mean, even when I was in fitness, I was doing. If I seen you guys from my old YouTube stuff.
Oh yeah.
I used to direct my videos as far as fitness went. I did photography even before porn. I did fitness photography on both sides of the camera, where I was the fitness model and also doing the photography as well too. So I already came into this game, one, being a business owner, two, doing photography from both sides as a talent and a photographer, and doing videos as far as being a trainer and being an athlete in videos as well too. So I already came in being camera shy, all of that shit. I did drama class in college and in high school. So,
Oh, you came well equipped.
I want to say this. Though.
Like I said, the only thing, when I did my first scene, the only thing I was really questionable about was, is the first time doing that job. And I'm one of those people, like, I know I get better the more I do the job or the more I know about the job. So that was the only thing I was nervous about my first scene. It wasn't about being on camera. I was more nervous about, just making sure I'm doing what I need to be doing, you know what I'm saying, as far as my job.
Yeah.
I feel because I know a lot of people, have that little stage fright when they first do it, and they need
it is. Like I said,
they need that enhancements in order for them to, get going.
Yeah, because I'm imagining it's nerve-wracking being like, okay, so now I'm about to fuck in front of a bunch of people, and I got to nut when you say nut.
That's the hard part too. That was the hardest part too. Was trying to nut when they want you to nut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But other than that, everything else been pretty smooth. You know what I'm saying? Coming in under Prince and having such guidance.
That's one thing I don't understand how y'all do. Like I know it takes. There's a plan, but you know, like for me, when it comes, it comes.
I mean, I haven't mastered it yet. Don't get it twisted. I damn sure ain't mastered that part yet. I'm only 1 year in. I ain't mastered that part yet. Sometimes they gotta wait on me, dog. Sometimes they gotta wait on me, especially if it's a group scene. Like if it's boy girl, I'm usually right there, no problem. It's when you got like 3-4 dudes in the scene. That's when I'm like, whoa. You know,
I gotta hype myself up.
A little bit more time to get there.
What was it? See, and that's one thing that people don't understand when they get into the industry, especially since you're a year in and you've already experienced it. And it's just, you know, adjusting to porn sex rather than sex. Because, you know, you could be good at sex, but it doesn't mean you'd be good at porn sex. You know? And some people don't understand that because like, they just are seeing the finished product and not knowing the work that goes on, you know, behind the scenes. So
yeah, exactly. And because, you know, now that I've been in it, I get a lot of friends all the time like, man, I want to get it too. I want to do this, do that. And I'm like, dog, it ain't all it's cracked up to be. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's fun. Don't get it twisted. It's fun. Yeah. I love my job and shit, but it's tougher than you think, than most people know. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Rawstarr is saying right there. Is like it's totally different from just at home sex. But then you can have it can also come down to the co-stars too. If you got a really cool dope co-star, then that makes it easier. Like it's at home sex. You know what I'm saying? Especially if she's really cool. She's gonna do whatever it takes to help this scene be fire. Because sometimes you can get booked with some divas, man, that just like don't touch me unless the camera's on and everything else. You know what I'm saying? So, and that can throw you off as well too a little bit, especially being the guy. And it's more mental for us. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh yeah, you gotta kind of be like, okay, is this meshing? Because this is gonna look. Because people can tell. People can tell. Like she doesn't want to be there. He's not enjoying himself.
Yeah, and that's when you have to perform. That's when the performance comes.
And that's where I do know a lot of people who are known for being divas. And it's just like, you know, you might be a name or have some type of name following you, whatever. But at the end of the day, we all have sex on camera, you know?
Yeah. I think what helped me from definitely not being one of those type of dudes is that, number one, I'm coming in with an older mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my 30s, late 30s, so I've already seen a lot of life. I played ball. I played 4 sports growing up. You know what I'm saying? I've been in newspapers. I played a little bit of college football and that. So the ego shit don't really hit me because I've already been, you know, in, I guess you call it, in the limelight type of shit. Even with bodybuilding, you know, you go on stage, I'm wearing the tiny trunks. You know what I'm saying? So I've been on stage. Yeah. In front of thousands of people with tiny trunks on. So none of that shit bothered me when you started getting fans. Like, I'm not gonna lie, some things that fans might say or send me, like, I'll be in awe and shock, like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, I motivated this person, I ain't never even met him and this and that. But for the most part, though, like, I don't get, you know, that ego shit, I guess you could say. I'm not an asshole with it. Like, nobody in the industry's ever said that I had a big head or ego or anything like that because I just don't carry myself that way. I never did even when I played sports.
I've never heard. I haven't heard in the time that I've known you. I've never heard anything negative about you.
And we met early in my career too. Like when we met at the XRCOs, I was only like 2 months in the industry, and I'm a year and 2 months in now. So you pretty much
Rawstarr meets everybody fresh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, a lot of people ain't brand new because like I have the mentality of like, you know, I want to know people. You know, it doesn't matter like if they're brand.
That's true.
If they're brand new or if they're old, whatever. I'm gonna treat you the same way. I'm not gonna put you on a pedestal. You know. I'm not. That's not who I am because
we all bleed the same color.
Yeah, we all gonna bleed. We all gonna die. And you know, I might direct people differently because of like as far as I'm doing stuff with the Urban X Awards and say, you have to go here because you have a name value and all that other crap, whatever, and say this person has to go here because of this. But I'm not going to treat you as a human differently.
Yeah. It is different though. It's a different industry, and I'm still learning as I'm going.
There's a lot of you're let's say right now you've been a year and 2 months, so that's 14 months, and we've been in quarantine for 7 of those months. So
man, so I imagine some of those.
I've been super lucky to be with the team I'm with, being a silverback, because I know it's probably no way my career would have took off as fast as it did if I wasn't with the silverback team. You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't with Prince and having him co-sign me, and you know what I'm saying, and being in my corner the way he's been in my corner. You know what I'm saying? And telling everybody, like, look, this is my oldest son right here. You know what I'm saying? So I got to thank Pop so much for being in my corner, man. Big time.
I know that you and him have that same build, whatever. So that, like, and that gives you a little in too, because like you have that bulky build. And
we a lot alike, man. That's why we call ourselves Jordan and Kobe of the industry, because I sort of am like Kobe coming in under Mike. You know what I'm saying? We got similar. And our bond is just that tight as well too. Like, you know, a lot of people didn't know that Jordan and Kobe's bond was that tight until the funeral, when everybody seen Jordan on there crying. But me and Prince is just like that. Like, our bond, it's crazy, because from day one that we met, it hit off. And me and him even said back then, was like, dude, this shit crazy how we bonded like we long lost family.
Oh, wow.
We said it way back then, and it just continues to grow. And it's funny, it grew from me and him just calling each other bro, till actually saying we really like brothers, till now he tells everybody, yo, Trey, that's my oldest son. Like, I showed up on set one day with a girl that he had shot with like 2 days prior, and she was like, I just met your dad like the other day, and I was like, huh? Shot a scene, and he was like, oh, you shooting with my oldest son, and I was like, oh shit. And that's when I really caught on. It's from then on. It's just been Pops and oldest son, Pops and oldest son.
That's cool.
I'm sorry.
We that Kobe and Mike, man. Kobe and Mike bond all day. I can call him at any time, man, for anything, dude. Like, a girl can hit me up and be like, hey, I want to shoot content. If I don't know her, boom. Hey, yo, Prince. Hey, you ever heard so-and-so? He'll let me know.
Good.
Like,
that's good to have, because
she's good for your brand, or she ain't good for your brand. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
That's really good. A lot of people come in and they don't have that support, or they don't have someone, and they just have one person in particular that they think is in their corner, and they are not. And it sees them, like, destroyed after a year or after a few months. And
definitely.
Leaves a bad taste in their mouth. And it can hurt them, like, for the rest of their lives, whatever. And, it's just negativity.
Yeah. Yeah. And I try to keep things positive, as you can tell from my tweets. Like, I don't always post porn shit. So I see a lot of times I post motivational shit, fitness stuff too at the same time. Like, I'm just well aware of how I want my brand to be, but it's like, but I'm not so what's the word I want to say? So worried about the brand so much where I won't also be me. You know how some people are scared to be themselves because they're worried about their brand. See, my brand is me. So as long as I'm just being me every single day, then I'm not worried about it. And that's just what I do. You'll see the silly side of me and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? You see the romantic side of me in September. You see the work side of me when I'm working with whoever I'm working with. So I like to give you all sides of me, man. Everything you see about me is real, and ain't nothing to hide over here.
I did tell her the other day, the video that y'all posted of you were ordering some food.
Oh, yeah. I went to my North Carolina voice real quick. Because a lot of people don't know, man, growing up, I was my favorite actor of all time is Eddie Murphy. And it came when the first time I saw Coming to America, and I saw him play all those multiple roles. And I was like, man, that's dope as shit. And so right then I told my mom, I was like, yo, I want to get into some type of acting and stuff like that. And so I just always, like, I would listen to somebody, and if you give me about 10 minutes of being around that person, I could start imitating their voice. And so that's where I picked it up at, man. I just started doing my Eddie Murphy. Like, I started imitating people. And then I just get the nickname the tape recorder because I They imitate people good. So yeah, that's something I do on my silly side. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Only like all my close friends get to see that side of me for sure. But yeah, I'm definitely silly, man. I love cracking jokes. I love cracking jokes.
And that's good.
My parents thought I was going to be a comedian.
As long as you don't never lose that, especially in this world from what I've seen. Because like, as I always tell people, like I started doing stuff adjacent to the industry in 2008.
Yeah.
12 years now. So it's like I've seen this industry just chew up a lot of people in many different ways. And they came in just as cheery as you are.
Yeah.
But, they just got destroyed by, politics.
Yeah, politics.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it be too, man. A lot of people come into the industry and haven't really lived life yet. And they'll live shit that a person like, say, myself, or even, you know what I'm saying, you guys, I know y'all done been through things in life. Both of y'all in y'all 30s at least, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think sometimes some of them
we
come
all
in
late
too
30s
young,
here.
bro. Like some of them just come in too young, bro, and they haven't seen much of life yet. And then, you know how when you graduate high school, you think you done seen some shit, man. You ready for the world. You haven't seen shit yet. And then I think they come into this industry and it chews them up because now it's all of a sudden, boom, life hits you. And you haven't really seen much of shit yet. And it can chew you up because the fans can really chew you up too, because they can build you up and then tear your ass down too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of them can't take the criticism from fans, criticism from producers. And see, I can do that because I come from bodybuilding where you get criticized by the judges. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to take criticism from judges and shit like that. So when I get criticized, whether it's from Prince or a producer or something like that, I take it as motivation. For me, I'm like, okay, bet, I'm on it. Next scene, I promise I got that. I'm killing it. Or I go hit the gym and I get back tight and things of that nature. So shit like that be motivation, man. That's why I say I'm like the Kobe of the industry, because I like to keep a chip on my shoulder. Even if it's not needed, I like to keep one there because I always feel like I got something to prove. So you always get the best out of it.
That's the best
way. That's a good mindset to have.
Mamba mentality, baby. I live by it for real, for real.
I do. This is why, I know I said before is that I understand that why they let people in at 18, but I feel that you shouldn't be able to get in until 21.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's good. That's a good number.
It's only because for two reasons, and one is a little the other side of people are fantasies about whatever, and then the other one is about you get that mentality. You're straight out of high school. Okay, you can be in high school and be 18,
Yeah.
And technically you could be in the industry. And it's like, should this high schooler really be shooting whatever? Or you just graduated 2 weeks ago and now you're shooting porn?
Yeah, and especially because you gotta think about some people coming out of high school too. They wasn't they wasn't well known in high school or popular, shall I say, you know what I'm saying? And so when you come out of high school and you wasn't popular, and all of a sudden here comes this popularity through porn, you know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden here comes an ego and a strength. But then here come those same fans that built you up and gave you that and tear you back down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that person's not used to that. And then those are usually the ones that usually go off and do something outlandish or commit suicide or something like that because they're not used to that part. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I played for sports, so I was used to being, whether I was criticized from the newspaper and shit he didn't grab rebounds tonight or this and that, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, different shit of life can help prepare you for this situation. You know what I'm saying? So if you haven't been
some of these fans are vicious.
Hell yeah, they
more
are.
So recently. And I mean, right now, a lot of people aren't, since both of you do work out, a lot of females aren't working out right now. They're just stagnant. And so, I've seen people post comments of, fans just, ridiculing their weight and all that type of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's really bad. I'm not going to tell you who because, I'm not going to disrespect them like that. But, just reading the comments, it's just wow.
Yo, comments be off the chain. The block button is my friend. I block the shit out of a fan in a heartbeat. I ain't lying. I block the shit out of him. I'm like, dude, I ain't got time for that disrespect, bro. I ain't about to do no Twitter lip wrestling and none of that.
Yeah.
I'm from the old school, bro. You gonna meet me and smell my cologne? I'm just gonna block you. I'm not about to do no Twitter beefs. I'm not about to do no Instagram beefs. I'm not from that era. I'm from that era where we meet up and we scrap it out. I don't do that internet beefing. None of that, man. I'm telling you, I'm from a different era. I don't do
I haven't
none of that.
heard that term before, but that's nuts. Want to meet me and smell my cologne?
I got that from the legend, man. R.I.P. Pimp C, man. Pimp C from UGK. He used to say that, man. Like he used to say, "I'm gonna be at your doorstep and you gonna smell my cologne." He said, "I ain't doing that lip
You're
wrap."
real close, yeah.
Exactly. Oh man.
So we can touch on this. So since you are a year in now, you've probably met a lot of people who are most interested in shooting with, when this pandemic is over,
Who am I most interested in shooting with that I haven't shot with yet?
Yeah.
Because I've shot with some pretty big dogs already, I can't lie. So that list is getting mad shorter. But it's a few female talents that I definitely still want to work with, man. And most of them, to me, are like, I feel like they fit the brand and fit what I'm looking for and fits what my fans like as well, too. Okay. So some of the ones I'm going to say is also a list off of fans that they've sent. So this ain't in no order. You know what I'm saying? It's just so in case any of these ladies see this video, this is not in that.
It's only audio, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going off of the top of my brain. But definitely Kelsey Monroe. I've always wanted to work with her. Kendra Lust, especially because she's from Detroit as well too. Christina Shine. Me and Christina Shine are pretty good friends, but we haven't had a chance to work together yet. So we definitely want to get that going. Jada Stevens, the legend Jada Stevens, the legendary booty. Definitely want to work with her.
So sweet.
Let me think. Huh?
I said Jada.
Yeah, she's dope. I met her at AVN too. Yeah, it's a few of them out there, man. I know I'm forgetting some more. London Rivers. I definitely got London Rivers. I want to work with London Rivers. She's so sweet as well, too. A good friend. There's some more that I'm forgetting, man. I hate that I'm forgetting them.
Oh, no, it's okay. Because the thing is, like, we put it on the spot, you just think, like, huh. And then, like, we're always asking, like, it's always interesting to hear people list because sometimes you get people who are always the same or similar. Yeah. Like, I don't believe I've ever heard someone list the 5 that you named. So it's
I told you, bro, man. I'm a businessman first too. So it's like, as you can tell by that list, that's people that's top of the business as well too. You know what I'm saying? So I aim high. I got high goals, bro. I got high goals all day.
And I don't know if you know the CW, you're muted, but like I met Jada.
Right now.
I met Jada, I want to say in 2014 or 15.
Okay.
So, yeah, 2014, 2015. No, it had been before that.
I forgot somebody else. She might
kill. You said
what? Savannah Bond.
You said, huh?
Me and Savannah Bond have been talking about working together, too, when she gets back from Australia after quarantine clears up, too. So I had to make sure I threw that in there before she kills me. Savannah Bond. I love you, Savannah.
I do want to ask this. This is what are you doing to maintain during or keep your sanity during this quarantine?
Working out. Man, I mean, from day one when I was still in LA. I mean, I've been in Vegas right now just because me and Seth are just getting things going, and as far as our branding and things of that nature. And I'll get into that later as well too. But when I was in LA during the quarantine, man, I was able to just walk down the street to this workout park. You know how in LA and in Cali, you got those workout parks and stuff like that. So I would go up there, man, take my bands up there with me. A lot of times I was working out twice a day and just watching Netflix and shit. Like that was pretty much what I was doing is to keep my sanity, because exercise always is what keeps my sanity, period. You know what I'm saying? That and maybe smoke a little bit of weed. But for the most part, the workouts, man, they kept me sane. It kept me tight and ready for whenever we get back to shooting and things of that nature. So I always go by that. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
That's what's up, because everybody's not doing that, and I could tell.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna give y'all an example of staying ready, man. Since this scene has already came out, and it's pretty much like my most known scene. All right, my Black Raw scene with Emma Starletto. That's a perfect case of staying ready, so you ain't got to get ready. Because what happened was I had a good amount of weeks that went by where I hadn't got booked and anything like that. So I was feeling like, damn, like what's going on? You know, I know I'm still new, but damn, you know, it'd be nice to get booked. So since I wasn't, I started doing little gigs. And one of the gigs I was doing, I was out in the valley moving furniture and shit. So I'm moving this family's furniture in the middle of it, and Prince calls me, my agent. He says, hey, what you doing? I said, shit, doing a moving gig. He said, hey, I need you to get to this Black Raw set in an hour. I said, what? I said, dude, I'm dusty as fuck moving people's furniture and shit right now. Like, what you mean? It was like, I got a scene for you right now. Do you want this shit? It's for Black. This is my first Black scene, too. I've been waiting on that call, yo. And I was like, hell yeah. So I had to tell the family what I really do. Like, look, I do porn. You know what I'm saying? I got to go shoot the scene. So I paid me half of the payment, jumped in the car, shot all the way to the crib in South Central. I was staying in South Central, so I sprint all the way to the house, jump in the shower, get right. Black being the good company that they are, they sent a car to come pick me up at the crib. The car meets me, brings me to the shoot. Of course, the girl's already there. Everybody's already there because something happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure exactly what all happened with the guy that was originally supposed to shoot with her, but I got called in as a replacement. So I go there, but because I was already ready, already staying, already working out all the time and just staying on my toes, we went there, we killed the fucking scene. It's probably my hottest scene to date, you know what I'm saying, especially mainstream-wise. And I do believe it's still number one on Black Raw's website for 2020 so far still, for 2020.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because that wasn't a scene that it was like I known I was going to shoot for weeks or so. You know what I'm saying? It was last minute booking, but because I was ready and I stayed ready, boom, got there.
Got it.
Especially because
it ended up being
Black.
like my coming out scene.
Especially because it's Black too. And
hell yeah.
That could garner you a lot more stuff. You know, if we weren't in jail right now.
Just one.
So, but I lost my train of thought. As far as going back to your acting thing that you said earlier, I wanted to say this. Some people in the industry really need to do that. Yeah, take an acting
definitely.
Hell yeah! Don't get me wrong, because like I'm notorious for saying this. That in order for me to watch any type of scene, I have to watch the acting beforehand.
Yeah,
and some are just so bad. and like, don't get me wrong. Like, I believe that it's not necessary because everybody. Some people just want to see them have sex. But for me, I need you to get me there.
Man,
it's like
I'm straight gonzo.
Build up on a real date. You know what I'm saying?
In fact,
I don't need that. I just need to be like, her name is something blue, and and she's here to get fucked. Okay, I'm good. I'm here.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When I was just a fan though, I did like to start it like right where she like starts dancing or doing that little tease and shit. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Especially if she got baby oil and shit on the booty, you know what I'm saying? Like, just all need to start right there. You know, let's start right there. We good to go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's mainly because I only watch Girl. So it's like I need to know why you having sex. Like,
hey, the funny thing is when I work on my shit now for my own platforms, I do be trying to bring in a lot more creativity and even for my shit for like my mini vids and my OnlyFans, if it's a full scene I'm doing with a girl, like I still like to have some kind of dialogue before the sex. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's just me because of coming out of real acting as well too. So I like to put that little bit of shit in there. You know what I'm saying? Like even with the scene that we shot yesterday where September got to be the director. She put her director hat on for the first time yesterday.
Okay.
And we shot some work. And we both agreed that we like to shoot scenes where it's got some dialogue at the beginning. So in our platforms, you're gonna always get some dialogue or some kind of story that goes with why we going into the sex. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
For me, it just feels more authentic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because if you just throw people in there and they just straight up having sex, it's like, okay, this is work.
Yeah. Because I mean, you still there's some people still love the gonzos, so you still have to shoot some shit that goes straight.
Does.
That's me.
But like for me, I need a why. Like otherwise, it's gonna be skip.
Yeah. I feel you.
You need a why. You see her body? Boom. The why. Right there.
If she built right, you're right about that. That's all you need to see.
I don't know. It's just one major thing. I'm sorry, like growing his beard out and hair goes in my mouth. It's just really. I really need to know why. Otherwise, I just like it doesn't matter who. Like it could be like a beautiful girl, but like if one of their acting is really really bad, I can't. Even if I really love that other actress,
yeah.
You know, and it's just like I can't. So and that's, and it's even harder now because like I can't watch some of the people I know.
Yeah, man, I can't.
Oh yeah,
it's changed to some now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
people like I know you personally. I can't. I know your government name. I feel weird about this.
Because one thing I like to do before I shoot with a girl is I like to do a little research on her. Sort of like in football. You know how in football you watch game film before the team you play that week.
Yeah.
And I still got that same mentality even in porn, whereas I like to watch a little bit of the girl I'm about to work with. It helps build a little bit of a mental chemistry. So that way, you know what I'm saying, I can play mental games myself on the mainstream set. So, but sometimes you're going through it, and then if you see it's the same one, the homie, she be like, shit, I don't want to watch that shit. Let me find somebody else that she shot with, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell yeah, it's like, if I'm going through it, like, all right, you got to shoot with so-and-so today. And then if I go look her name up, and the first scene is like, with Prince or Pressure or some shit, I'm like, nope, keep going. Like, I can't watch my little brother and shit with, I got to see somebody else.
Yeah, it's like the longer I'm around the industry or whatever, it's like it's getting harder and harder to even do that, to the point where I'm like, okay, I just met her. Mm-hmm. I don't know her, so she's cool.
Yeah. It's like the less you know about them, the more you can watch it with a dirty mindset. You know what I'm saying?
It's like everybody knows that, like, for example, me and Cali Confidential, we hung out so much, and we were really, really cool. I can't watch anything that she does.
I feel you. It do make it different.
Can't happen. And he, like, CW even trained her, too. He was one of her friends.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't care how hot that blowjob scene is. I just can't get into it.
It's like I support you to death of me. I just can't watch you myself.
Now, when you in my shoes and you shoot with some of them, now if you got great chemistry with some of them, it's a little bit easier to still watch they shit. You know, I meant to watch it.
I imagine if you had bad chemistry, like, not this funky bitch. She got on my nerves.
I still be having to make solos for fans and shit, like for OnlyFans, or you know, they put an order in. So I be still needing to watch a porn to help stimulate for that shit to make a solo. So usually I try to go to one of the girls that I got great chemistry with video or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's one of her solos or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it's some of them you end up having great chemistry with on set, and I can use their videos to even make solos and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I've done that as well too.
That's, you know, that's a good idea too.
Yeah.
It's because like they can't see what you're looking at. They can only see that you're just there as a...
Yeah. I never have the computer in the shot. You know what I'm saying? Because
I know.
Like it from a certain angle, like the angle of them looking up at you anyway. So they can't really see what you're watching any damn way. Yeah, but I use girls either that I haven't shot with that still turns me on, or ones that I got great chemistry with or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something that I got great chemistry with in this industry. You know what I'm saying? That we can like shoot or talk anything.
And you're still new in, so you haven't. Yeah, like how many scenes have you done overall? Do you know?
I lost count already. I could probably look it up on Pornhub or some shit. But
I was just wondering because I know like since you're still you're still new in and
it's easier for me to name the companies I've shot for than actually how many scenes. Like I've shot for Bang Bros, I've shot for Dog Fart, shot for Black, I shot for Smash.
That's what's up though. I'm glad that you got stuff rolling. I know when I met you, you were still a newbie in. And like, I'm glad you're doing so much, and I mean, I'm glad you're around good people because some people don't have that benefit, and I'm glad
they don't have a support system.
My spider senses go off around people, man. So I can pretty much, I kick it around the ones that's good helps. You know what I'm saying? Like other than everybody knows about Prince being my big dog, but other than that, you know what I'm saying? Like Jennifer White has been a huge, huge help to my career, man. I call her my porn tutor. And that's my baby. I tell everybody I'll fuck somebody up for Jennifer White. Like that's my dog. She has really helped me so much, like with my platform. As far as like, especially like on my mini vids and porn hubs and shit, like my most sold content trade scenes is the ones with Jennifer White or with Leah. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Leah Winters as well too. Good friend of mine. I definitely love that woman too. Our Leah and Trey's adventures is kind of what helped get me out there as well too, with the fan base. But yeah, I definitely had to say like the Leah and Trey's adventures, and then all my scenes with Jennifer White have helped huge in my platforms.
That's good because Jennifer's a good person too.
Yeah, definitely.
I've only the thing is about her is like I've only initially spoken to her once, and we're always just missing each other. And I found it funny.
Yeah, Jen don't hang at the events too long. Like she get there, see what she need to see and get out of there.
The last event that occurred, I was with Lonnie. It was the nomination party, and like I was with Lonnie Legend I went with her there, and like I know Jennifer was like 4 people in front of me, but I didn't realize it until like I saw the red carpet pictures. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, man, her walking the red carpet together, yeah.
I'm like, oh.
That was dope, too, because let me give you a short story on that one. So when we did the nominations party, that was the first time me and Jennifer ever shot together, was that same day. Earlier that day, we shot a photo shoot turned sex scene content. And so when we got to the nominations party, you know what I'm saying, she was like, we're going to walk this red carpet together and kill it. I said, sure, let's do it. So we walk in the red carpet, and you know how a lot of the photographers are asked to shoot the girl by themselves. They was like, can you get out the way so we can just shoot Jennifer? Jennifer grabbed my hand and said, no, if y'all don't shoot both of us, you don't shoot neither one of us. I was like, holy shit.
Oh, shit.
I have to do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, she a 10-year vet. I was like a 6-month vet at the time, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, I appreciate the shit out of that. And then even when we got to the interview part at the end of the red carpet, she made sure to throw my name in there until I was with Silverback. I mean, she just gave me so much love that day, dude, and she didn't have to. Right then is when I knew I was like, I fucks with her hard. And
she put you over.
Yeah, and then we just continued to make hot content. Then we made a scene together where I had a dude record us as far as the first part where I'm chilling in the hood. It's like she really comes and picks me up in South Central. You know what I'm saying? And I'm chilling there with the homies and shit, and she rolls up and she's like, Daddy, I know we was go meet up later, but I need it right now. So we hook up. I jump in the truck with her. We shoot to Compton, and we shoot the motherfucking shit in Compton in the parking deck. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Shit, like, we don't play. You know what I'm saying? And that's a really hot scene that's sold a lot, too. So, like I said, me and her got a great chemistry, man. That's my dog, man. I fucks with Jennifer White.
You gotta love Jennifer for that. That's what's up.
All day, man. All day.
So, real quick, before we end, is there anything else you wanted to ask him, CW, so we can make sure we include it?
I am lost right now, but I would definitely like to have him back.
Hell yeah,
so yeah.
All day.
So Trey, I please tell everybody where they can find you, where they can support you. Name off anything you want to name, so everybody can,
With everything, I keep mostly everything pretty easy. It's either real Big Tray or Big Tray. The only thing that's not is my Instagram. I had to change because I've been kicked off like 3 times. So I had to make my Instagram King Big Tray. But everything else is like Twitter at Real Big Tray. My mini vids, my OnlyFans is all Real Big Tray. I always post the links on all my videos. But yeah, catch me on Twitter at Real Big Tray. Catch me on Instagram at King Big Tray. What else? Make sure you follow my. I don't do Snapchat no more. I had to take it off because it was taking up too much space on the damn phone. So, but check me on everything else. Mini vids, Pornhub. My loyal fans, I just made a new loyal fans page. It's free right now, y'all. It's free. Go join for free. All right.
When does the free thing end?
In 30 days.
Okay, so
it's like you sign up for your 30 days free.
I was asking because this is going to air on Monday.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah. So
it's still
you get about 30 days free.
Yeah, it's still free. Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure he wasn't going to say, yeah, it's over the 5th. And I'm like, well, this isn't going to air until the 6th. So, CW, tell everybody where to find you really quick, bro.
Oh, you can find me on Instagram at Christopher_Willie with an IE, not a Y, _J. That's my personal Instagram. If you're inquiring anything about the gym or this podcast, it's CCFitness LA on Instagram, CCFitness LA on Twitter, CCFitness.com is the website, and CCFitness on Facebook.
Okay, really quick, you want to find us, BurbankMisfits.com is our website. It's the same thing for Twitter, which is Burbank Misfits, and the same thing on Facebook. The Burbank Misfits on Instagram. Find me directly, Rawstarr, or AWSTARR on Twitter and on Instagram. Thanks so much for being on, Trey.
Thank you, Big Trey. Yeah.
So, man, I enjoyed it, man.
We glad
it's over with already. That was too quick.
That was 45 minutes. No, that was 50 minutes.
That's what it do. That's what it do,
man. That was
like
50 minutes.
Yeah. Before
when things get open.
I want to give last shout outs to my whole Silverback family, man. Shout out to Prince, shout out to Queen, shout out to Pressure, shout out to Miss London, shout out to Nina, shout out to my brother Stone, shout out to I'm forgetting some. I'm sorry, but I love my whole Silverback family. Y'all know what it is.
No, but what happens is like once we start going, it's like you realize the time is over, and like I don't like you know. Oh my God, her name just slipped my mind. She is going to hurt me. No, who did we just have on for the second time? Chris, help me out really quick.
Carmela Clutch.
Thank you, Carmela. We just had
I've worked with her before.
With Carmela, like we get going and then we realize we've been on for like 30, 40 minutes, and it's like it's like time is gone, and like it's just like you're talking to, you know, since we don't always just focus on, you know, who you having sex with, you know, it just goes and goes, and we realize time is up. But no, thank you so much for being on. Shout out to everybody at Silverback. You know, we hope that, you know, during quarantine, you're surviving, making your money, you know, do what you got to do and staying intense. And everybody, please tune in next week. I know our next week guest is Ember Snow. Should be our next week guest. So
that's what's up.
And please make sure you follow Trey on all of his social medias. All right.
Please do.
All right.
Support the brothers, man. Support us, man.
Support the brothers.